Hey guys, it's Kristen, and lately I've gotten a lot of questions about conventions and what tips and tricks I have to get the most out of your convention experience. So today I'm going to be doing a whole video on it, kind of giving you the whole rundown of what I do to get the most swag, to have the most fun, just to make sure that I get to do all the things that I want to do at the convention I'm going to. Most of my tips and tricks come from my experience at New York Comic Con and BookCon, which I've been to several times already. One of the things you should be thinking about is if you're a panel person or a free stuff finder, because that is going to determine whether you spend a lot of your time at more panels or if you're going to be on the floor running around trying to find stuff, trying to buy stuff. Once they announce the panels and the special guests that are going to be at this convention, make sure to write down everything that you want to go to. Even if things are at the same time, it's always good to have just a full list of everything that you're interested in case something at the last minute changes or you end up in a room that you want to stay in because another panel that you want to go to is going to be in there too. I like to keep a full list of all the things I'm interested in and then go in and highlight the things I really want to go to. And I try to be realistic because I know that I am more of a free stuff finder. I don't want to be at every panel, and I want to make sure I'm at ones that I really care about. For instance, one year they had the Paper Towns panel, and I went to it because I loved the book, and then I was there and I was like, why did I choose to be here? I'm not as excited as some other people. Try to be realistic about what you want to do because you can't do everything. Another thing that I suggest, especially if you plan to be in a lot of lines, either waiting for books or waiting in line for a panel, bring your lunch with you. Yeah, it's totally fun to go and buy lunch at whatever convention center you're at. Maybe you and your friends all want to get together. That is something that I would recommend for a day when you know you don't have a lot of stuff you want to go to. But especially if your schedule is jam-packed, bring your lunch, bring snacks, bring like 2, 3, 4 bottles of water so you don't have to waste your time. If you wanted to wait in line for something, you can sit and eat your lunch in line instead of missing it because you had to go to the food court. Another bit of advice that I think is really important is to bring a wheelie bag. You might think, oh, that's like really intense, but if you plan on buying a lot of things or looking for a lot of free stuff, you are going to want a bag to hold it all in. You can't walk around with a wheelie bag in the convention center, but they do have a place where you can check your bag. It's $2 or $3. I only started doing this last year. It was so worth it because, you know, you're carrying so many things, whether you're buying stuff or finding stuff, and it's so heavy, your arms are breaking. You just go to where you dropped off your bag, throw your stuff in there so you don't have to hold it all. This was especially useful because it rained at BookCon on the day that I decided to do this, so I was able to zip up my bag and bring it on home with me, and I didn't have to worry about all the things that I got being ruined because of the rain. So totally recommend doing this. Even if you're not planning on trying to find a lot of stuff, you can just throw your jacket in there. You know, you don't have to hold as many things. And now my biggest piece of advice, this is for those of you who are like me and you're free stuff finders. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, they go to BookCon and they don't see any free books. They don't see any, you know, free swag anywhere. You go to New York Comic Con and you're like, I don't know where to find anything. I am going to give you my secret, the trifecta of finding all of the free stuff that you could ever hope for. The first thing you need to do is join the apps for your convention. New York Comic Con has an app. BookCon has an app. The BookCon app specifically I recommend because the people that are in there, the community that's there, those are the people that are going to BookCon, they're going to New York Comic Con, they're going to other conventions, and they're a community that is constantly active year-round. This year at New York Comic Con I went and I decided, let me check the BookCon app a couple of times. People are in there saying, oh, I got this free book from this publisher here, or I found this free shirt here because I did this. So people are updating constantly. Another thing you want to do is read the booklets that they give you at the convention. They give you a big booklet that tells you who's here, what's going on. If you read through it, there'll be giveaway information. There will be passwords. You go up to a publisher and you get a free book. All of that stuff can be found in the convention booklet. And then the third thing you want to do is be on Twitter. I created a whole list where I have all the publishers that I want to follow. I know that they give out free stuff. All I do is keep refreshing, check randomly. Okay, I see Scholastic said to come to their booth and find this thing here and you'll get a free book or a free arc that hasn't come out yet. So this trifecta for me of apps, specifically the BookCon app, the informational booklet that you get at the convention, and Twitter. These 3 things are going to help you get as many free books as possible. And if you don't believe me, you can check out my BookCon haul. You can check out my New York Comic Con haul. I'll leave a link so you guys can see them. But my BookCon haul, I believe I had around 40 books, and I paid for 1 of them. And that was it. You can also get free books if you go to signings or autograph sessions. This is more specifically for BookCon. And whatever convention you're at, whether you're going to a panel, an autograph signing, whatever, get there early because, you know, it's better to just sit there, eat your lunch, and wait than not get a chance to get in because you were cut off. But above all, you know, it's not about how much free stuff you get, it's not about how many celebrities you meet, it's more about having fun. You're in a place with like-minded people, you like books, you like geeky stuff, you like whatever it is, and the people that are there like those things too. So, you know, sit in line, make a friend, and just have fun. I hope that these tips and tricks are helpful to you guys to get the most out of your convention experience. If you guys have any tricks of your own, leave them in the comments below, and if you have any other questions, feel free to ask them. You know, if there's enough different ones, then maybe I'll do a whole nother video answering them as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if it helped you, and click that subscribe button because I come out with new videos every week. See ya!